Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here at Westlake High School for some holiday hoops action. The annual Peach State Classic, and in the boys bracket, it would be the semifinals matchup between the Lithonia Bulldogs and the Fayette Tigers. These two teams met in the semifinals of the Georgia High School Association Class 5A playoffs last year, with the Tigers picking up the win. So the Bulldogs looking for some give back tonight, and that's exactly what they would get. Eric Gaines taking over for Lithonia in the fourth quarter as they pick up the 65-60 win. Let's check out some of the highlights from the game. Tonight's matchup, the In Fashion Menswear Outlet Game of the Week. Here in the first quarter, Osiris Corker knocking down the three-pointer to give the Bulldogs an early lead. And then later, the big fella, Broderick Jones, going to work down low. Fancy with the footwork, but back the other way. Tigers going to go on a run of their own here off the miss. Ken Calhoun with the putback. Tigers trail by 2. And then Terry Brown spinning, puts that one up, and off the backboard, he'll score it. And then later, Elijah Carswell, off the miss, he puts that one up and in. Tigers take a 10-8 lead. On to the second quarter. Bulldogs going back to work. Javante Jackson with the three-pointer. He'll get the bounce to put the Bulldogs up 4. And then Jackson driving, kicks it out to Eric Gaines. And Gaines, he knocks down a three-pointer. And it's the Bulldogs up 4 once again. And then later, here, defense by Lithonia forcing the turnover. And Gaines out ahead, slams that one home. Lithonia takes a 6-point lead. Third quarter, it's going to be Jones. Here off the Gaines miss with the one-handed putback, but then back the other way. Jacoby Coleman, he'll pull up, and that gives the Tigers a 2-point lead. Fourth quarter, more from Gaines. Pulls up, count him. It's another three-pointer as he gets the roll. And then on the other end, off the inbounds, Coleman, he'll pull up for 3, and that gives the Tigers a 1-point lead. But too much from Lithonia here. Off the Tigers' miss, Bulldogs going to come up with the rebound. And it's going to be Gaines pushing it all the way himself. Lithonia goes on to pick up the 65-60 win. Here's their head coach, Wallace Corker, after the game. Coach, congratulations. You guys pick up the win. You're advancing to the finals of the Peach State Classic. Just talk about, just the conversation you had to have with the guys down the stretch, because that was a tight one all the way through.
Oh, yes, and it was exciting, and that's what it's about, just getting the opportunity to come and play in the Peach State Classic, playing against good competition. Actually, we lost to Fayetteville. We gave a game away in the Final Four, so it was good to get that win and get that little monkey off our back. Our kids are playing really well. We got to learn how to finish games. So that was the conversation at halftime. We got to learn how to finish, playing together, and playing a little bit better defense.
All right, once again, that final score is 65-60. Lithonia Bulldogs picking up the win over the Fayette Tigers. The Bulldogs headed to the championship game of the annual Peach State Classic, where they will take on the winner of Westlake and Morrow. From Westlake High School in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation. Highlights brought to you by In Fashion Menswear Outlet, 2742 Candler Road, Indicator, next door to Big Lots. Home of any suit, any size, $99.99. Some of your favorite brands, from Stacey Adams to Steve Harvey to Falcone and more. 2742 Candler Road, Indicator, next door to Big Lots. That's In Fashion Menswear Outlet. Any suit, any size, $99.99. Always be in fashion with In Fashion. I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation.